With respect to investing your money, some people might tell you to pay off your debt first, while others would tell you to max out your 401k. The reality is that there are countless opinions, even from the professionals. So what is the ideal sequence for investing your money? Welcome to NextDoor Mentor, where I provide simple, straightforward advice on personal finance and investing. When it comes to investing your money, if you were to ask a room full of financial planners how to invest and in what sequence, you would probably get a different answer from every single one of them. Some of you out there have so much fear that you might not make a decision at all because it's just too scary to be wrong. I hope this video brings that fear to an end because the order in which you need to invest your money and the way you need to do it is actually quite simple. Step 1. You must take advantage of your company's 401k match. Without a doubt, this is the number one thing you should be doing with your money because it's providing you with a 100% return on your investment. If they offer a 5% match, you should be investing a minimum 5% of your salary. In fact, I will go as far as saying that you probably shouldn't even consider a job that doesn't have a matching plan. Most well-established companies provide a minimum 3% match. I can tell you from experience that you do not want to work for a company that does not provide a 401k match unless they are paying you extremely handsomely. And by extremely handsomely, I mean that you're getting paid 15 to 20% more than the market dictates. You will need this extra pay to make up for the investment losses in your 401k. You see, I took a job with a tech startup that looked like something out of a movie. Fancy office space, wall-to-wall Apple products, unlimited snacks and drinks, you name it. I took the job for the opportunity and the fact that I got a decent pay raise, but in hindsight, I left a lot of money on the table because they didn't have a 401k match. I estimate that over a 3-year period, given the bull market that was in play, I probably lost out on $40,000 to $50,000 that I would have gotten anywhere else that offered a 401k with a 3 to 5% match. With that said, do not invest beyond the company match if you have not completed step 2. And that step is establish an emergency fund. I know this is probably not the answer you were looking for, but I'm telling you it is absolutely critical to have an emergency fund because life will no doubt throw you a curveball at some point in time. My advice is to start putting away a considerable chunk of your paycheck each month until you have at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved away in a savings account. This will of course vary depending on whether you are supporting yourself or several family members, but I am telling you, there will be a day when this fund will save your butt. I can remember early on in my career when our car broke down and it was going to cost several $1,000s to fix it. At the time, this was equivalent to an entire month's pay, and I had to have this car in order to get to work. Without this fund, I would have been in a lot of trouble and probably would have had to max out a credit card. One last note on this topic. If you do find yourself tapping this fund for an emergency, make sure you put the rest of the steps I'm going to talk about on hold until you replace the funds. Step 3. You need to get rid of debt as soon as possible, especially your high interest debt. And again, you are not contributing any additional money to your 401k beyond the company match until this step is taken care of as well. Many of you are coming out of school with thousands of dollars of student loans and even credit card debt as well. I would also include car payments into this list too. You can use either the debt avalanche method or the debt snowball method. Both work incredibly well to pay down debt. The faster you can pay this debt down, the more income you will have to put toward building your wealth. But for now, these debts are actually depleting your wealth, so they need to be handled as soon as possible. Step 4. Maximize your 401k. Once you've taken care of your emergency fund and your high interest debt, it's time to start taking full advantage of your 401k beyond the minimum contribution for the company match. In your younger years, you probably want to shoot for at least 10 to 15% of your salary. If you're starting later in life, you'll want to aim for 20% plus, even considering maxing out your 401k. In 2023, that maximum is set at $20,500, and if you're over 50, you can add an additional $6,500 for a total of $27,000. The more you can set aside into your 401k, the better. This is not a race, but a slow compounding of interest over time. In fact, my dad often liked to refer to interest as the 8th wonder of the world. Building on 401ks, if you have the option to invest in a Roth IRA as part of your 401k, you should definitely consider it because the money will be tax-free when withdrawn during retirement and there is no required minimum distributions, which means you can take the money out whenever you need or just let it sit and keep accruing. With traditional IRAs, you are not only taxed on your withdrawals, but you are also forced to withdraw money every year after the age of 72, even if you don't need the money. Step 5. If your company provides an HSA plan, it can be an excellent investment as well as a way to reduce your taxable income. All contributions, all earnings, and all medical-related withdrawals are tax-free. This is often referred to as the triple tax benefit because of these three amazing benefits. The beauty of an HSA plan is that if you don't use the funds for medical-related expenses, they roll over and continue to be invested, earning you money year over year. In addition, your contributions are reducing your taxable income, which means you're paying less money into Uncle Sam. Many employers even help with the contributions since HSA plans typically have higher deductibles. All in all, it's really a win-win given the three tax benefits that are provided by the HSA plan. Step 6. Taxable investment accounts. One of the last things you want to look into is a taxable investment account. First and foremost, you want to make sure you take advantage of all the free money and the investment opportunities that are tax-free. However, my personal opinion is that you may not want to put all of your money into an investment accounts that you can't touch until you're 59 and a half, or which can only be used for medical expenses. This is sometimes called retirement or HSA plan rich. Yes, you might have an amazing amount of cash stacked up in these accounts, but you're heavily restricted to the access of it. In my opinion, it's never a bad idea to have a taxable account because you can access that money at any time and you have far more investment in vehicles to pick from because retirement plans are often very conservative. With a taxable account, you can invest more aggressively, and since you've taken the aforementioned steps of creating a very solid investment base, you can afford to dabble with a little more risk to reward. You can open your own taxable investment account with a company like Vanguard, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade. There are a ton of them out there. Or you can even look into companies like Betterment, which offer robo-advisors. These are low-fee automated advisors that invest on your behalf when you don't want the hassle or simply don't care to learn how to invest. They can be tailored to your risk. They're extremely tax efficient and very inexpensive, far cheaper than any human advisor. Regardless of how you do it, make sure it's a taxable account so you can always have access to your money when you need to pull it out. Step 7. Paying down your mortgage. This last topic only applies to those of you who are homeowners. You will hear some financial advisors say that you should work to pay off your home as fast as possible so that you can put your money towards other investments. Though I agree that you should pay your home down as quickly as possible, I do not think it should be your main focus, and that's why I have it listed last. If you were to put all your money towards your home from the get-go, you would more than likely miss out on other investment gains that would actually put you further behind in building your wealth. It really needs to be a mix of saving and investing while also attacking your mortgage because your home loan will absolutely kill you with interest payments. In fact, you end up paying for your home twice if you pay it off over 30 years. Now, there are a few choices when it comes to paying off your home faster. You can make biweekly payments, which will reduce a 30-year loan by about 5 years. That's better than nothing, but it's not spectacular. You can also make extra payments, literally putting all your extra income towards paying your home down. I don't advocate for this method either because it can leave you strapped for cash, and I do believe that in the long run, you're better off investing more of that extra cash rather than paying your home down. I do, however, advocate for a product that I personally use called Paidoff, and I'll link the information here in this video as well as in the description. If you've done everything else mentioned above and you can qualify for Paidoff, I highly recommend you look into it. On average, most paid-off loan holders are able to pay their home down in less than 7 years without changing their lifestyle, and I can attest to this. In just 18 months, I was able to pay my home down over $100,000, which is insane. The other bonus with this product is that it will eliminate your need for the emergency fund we talked about, and it will allow you to grow a line of credit that can be used for anything, including investment properties, purchasing a new car, or even a new business. You certainly don't have to use that credit line, but at the end of the day, this unique loan will get you out from under your traditional mortgage in less than 10 years, saving you thousands of dollars in interest fees. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this simple 7-step sequence will help you navigate the various choices you have when it comes to investing your money. Make sure to subscribe for more content, and until the next time, all the best.